Hello and welcome to another edition of the Gravestone Pros here in North Country Memorials. We are so excited that you have joined us today. It's going to be a good one. Come along! This year's been good. We paid off the building that we're sitting in here. We had a mortgage. A friend of ours owned this building before we purchased it, and so we purchased it directly from him. And he held the mortgage, which was a blessing. But we were able to pay off that debt this year.
Yeah, yeah, that was amazing. This blows my mind that we could be at that spot. My goal when we got in here in my mind was 5 to 7 years. I would like to pay the mortgage off for this. So we did it in five and a half, basically
2017 is when we got in here, so yeah,
in
about
July.
5.5 years. So
Yeah. So feel very good about that.
yeah, the uh, the YouTube channel, my goodness, the last couple months has blown me away. I was looking at some analytics last night, and we went from uh, basically almost 1,000 subscribers this year. So it's been going, and about six, let's see, 700 of them, 700 subscribers, basically in the last month, month and a half. So we appreciate all you new subscribers, appreciate you coming along,
It's great.
and we hope that we can continue to make better and better content. We're got a little bit of YouTube revenue. We got about a little over $300, I think, from the first month. And the second month, we're not going to make near that much. Maybe break 100 if we're lucky. But and my guess is, unless we have another video, we had one video that just kind of shot up. So unless we get another video that does that, we might not make much. I don't even know if we'll make 10, 15 bucks a month, but basically at this point we're close to $400 that we've made from the last 2 months. And that is actually probably going to go to pay for, you see Dad's got a different color microphone on there, and I actually have one hidden here. And that is probably going to go to pay for some more mics, which we'll be able to sit like this and talk a little bit more. And when we're down in the shop working, both working, we'll be able to hear both of us as we're working and talking back and forth, which should help improve our content.
Also, besides hitting 1,000 subscribers and being able to be monetized, to be able to sell a monument that somebody saw us on YouTube and decided that they liked what they saw, liked us, and so they're from about 300 miles away
Yeah.
that actually came, and so that there is we thought about that in the beginning. Could this be a way? And yeah, I mean, because we'll go anywhere. We've got monuments from New York to Indiana that we've set. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't mind traveling, and I'm sure we'll have that trip next spring. That stone will actually get set. We got the foundation ordered, and I got that guy, Mr. Lynn is his name, and he was buying a stone for his parents, and it was really neat. He called me up, and he said, "Hey, I've been watching your guys' YouTube channel. I really like your art and the work that you guys do, and just your philosophy of how you do stuff. And I would trust you guys to do my parents' headstone." And that meant a lot. The fact that he would travel a decent distance to purchase something from us. I felt really honored by that, and so that was really neat. And I'm looking forward to his stone's going to be kind of unique. It's going to be a really cool stone, so I'm sure we're going to be filming that when that finally comes in and working on it, and probably the trip taking it to set it. So that'll be really cool. So that was another kind of neat thing from YouTube for the year. So
Another neat thing that happened, and you've already seen it on the videos, but we were able to purchase a different truck, new to us, not a new truck. It's 11, 12 years old, something like
yeah,
that.
it's a
But
2009. Yeah.
it it's it just meets our needs even better than what we did have, and so and it's been some adjustments to it, learning it's different, operates different, but yeah, that's been really cool. We were able to purchase that and not borrow for it. So that's been nice.
Yeah, that was cool. Of course, we got some early videos last winter working on it, right away. As soon as you get something like that, there, especially when you're buying something used, I think, even sometimes new, but especially used, there's going to be some things that need to be fixed and figured out. And we had some rookie mistakes that cost us
Yep.
breaking a hydraulic hose and some of that kind of thing. But that I think that's what makes the channel interesting, right? Is
Yeah.
we the channel name, we always kind of chuckle a little bit. The Gravestone Pros, yes, we are certainly professionals, but we don't have it all figured out. There's a
Not
lot
at
for
all.
us to learn and to do and to grow, and so we're figuring stuff out as we go along. Hopefully, you guys are able to learn from some of our fiascos, and hopefully, it helps the community as a whole a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. If you can learn while we're learning, then we've achieved something that's of value for sure.
Shout out to a few different people. One, Mr. Hill, that has Hill's Memorial. We featured his truck, and we actually found out that got sold. So shout out to him. And
That's
the
good.
guy that saw the video and saw that it was for sale. I cannot remember your name. You called me. I had a great conversation with you the other day on the phone. He was looking into. He's going to be getting a cutter. This guy, and so he just had a couple questions about that, and had a nice chat with him. So shout out to both of those guys, and then shout out to Maidenhead, England, to Neil.
Hey, Neil.
He's a gentleman. I don't remember several generations, five, six generations, something like that. He
Quite a
said.
few. He and I had a great conversation on the phone. Really enjoyed chatting with him, of course, I love other languages and other accents. We both speak English, but very much differently. And it was a pleasure just to listen to him. And I learned some things too from him about monuments. I asked some questions, and he was able to answer some questions for me. So that was really good. It's great.
Shout out to James in Michigan. He's left a lot of different comments, and we've chatted with him over the last few years about a few different things, especially as we were setting up some stuff in the shop. He's a real technical guy, and you'll see him in the comments. I think his thing is sand and stone on the comments there, but we appreciate you and seeing your comments always, and look forward to hopefully meeting you someday. That'd be a lot of fun, and
Some good, really some good wisdom from him. He's got much more of a technical head on him than what I do, and so yeah, that's been good. Appreciate it, James.
yep. I'm sure we're gonna miss some people, but I do want to say two other guys. They're kind of both in the same corner of the states, around the Chicago area, I believe. And the first is Forest Hill Memorial. And if you guys haven't checked them out, he's putting out content. He does stuff a little bit different than we do, and but it's fun to see kind of his way of doing stuff. And he shows a lot of doing kind of the way they do foundations and setting that kind of stuff up. So if you're interested in that, especially, go check him out. But his channel's really neat, and I'm sure it's going to grow. Looking forward to watching your videos. He took a little break there for a while, and he's been putting some more out. So I've been enjoying that. That's been good.
Yeah, I liked they went to like a convention or whatever, and
Oh yeah,
there was some training stuff there where they went and got to see some people working with chisel on stone and doing some shaping
yeah.
and I really appreciated that content because it helped me just looking in behind the scenes and some of the stuff that I attempt to do, but also anytime you can get to see somebody actually doing it. And so that was really good. I like that.
Yeah, that was really fun. Always neat to see what's going on the production side, in the manufacturing facilities. It's always interesting watching
Is
the stone be cut and rock pitched, and so they were doing what they call flame. That was some of the first stuff in that video. The Where they kind of had the cross in the center, and then they have the lines coming up
Yeah,
to it. I
yeah,
think they call that. No, that's not flamed. Shoot, I've got the wrong technical word for it. But anyways, I enjoyed seeing it. It was kind of a very textured surface going into a design to kind of draw your eye in, and that was really neat, seeing how that was done. That was something I actually we should try and do that
yeah,
because
we
we could
should.
certainly we've got the tools. and we could easily do that, and it really brings attention to that piece, and it's just a little better art. And I'm always about pushing what we're doing art wise. I feel like we've been in business 30 years. A little over 30 years. You started, and I grew up, even as a little boy, 5, 6 years old, out helping a little bit here and there, as much as a 5, 6 year old can, of course. But I
Oh,
was
good
I
help.
was learning by the time I was 10, 12. I was putting stencils on and peeling stones, and 12, 13 in there, started sandblasting and doing stuff. And so we're relatively young for the monument industry. There's a lot of companies been around 100 years, or 60, 70, 80 years. And so a lot of times we feel like the young kids on the block. And that's fun for me because there's a lot to explore, and we can push our art and the artistic side of what we do. There's limitless possibilities. So I'm looking forward to, in the next years, exploring some of those different things, and going and leveling up our game and creating even more personalized and specialized monuments for our customers. So looking forward to that. Last shout out I have to make sure that we get in here is to Daryl. He sent us the package. You probably saw that on the video a few weeks ago. I was looking for my hat this morning. He's a Green Bay fan, and so he sent me a hat, and dad a hat, and a few different
He
things.
sent me a camel hat, orange on one side and camo on the other. And just want you to know I wore that hat for the hunting season here in
Oh,
the yard.
nice.
So
Yep.
yeah, and it was nice, nice and warm, and yeah,
w-
appreciate it.
we appreciated that. So I wanted to shout you out as well, and just say thank you. And there's so many more, and I am sure I'm probably missing people. We've had so many different conversations with people that have called, and just had 10, 20 minute chats with people that have been really fun. And so I'm sure I am forgetting, and I'm horrible with names. So I know there's a bunch of different ones out there. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you reaching out. We enjoy chatting with you guys, talking shop a little bit,
I
and all
love
that
it.
has
It's
been great.
probably one of my favorite things is to bounce ideas back and forth. And yeah, Christian fields a lot of the calls that come. And but I've gotten onto a few of them, and just have had uh, a lot of fun with that. And again, I'm people are asking me questions, I'm asking them questions.
Well, why don't you tell who Sven is?
Sven is a long, long time friend, and the way that I got in the monument business was through Sven. He was an undertaker, and I worked part time helping out, drove the hearse and whatever, worked funerals and stuff, and always talking about I want to have my own business. And he'd say, "What do you want to do?" And I'd say, "I don't know." And and he said one day he just said, "Why don't you try selling monuments?" And the rest is history. Here we are 30 plus years of selling monuments. And the cool thing is at one point Sven decided that he wanted to get into selling monuments. So in New Holland, Pennsylvania, is Miller Monuments. If you are down in that area, they will take good care of you. Lori is very, very conscientious person that just she will help you walk through the process and all of that. And
Yep.
yeah, a lot of fun. Sven's a good friend.
Yeah, they're great. So maybe who knows? Sometime I'd like to be able to, either me or dad, stop in and get a little look at his operation stuff, kind of like you did when you stopped in at Bryan
Yeah,
Hills.
yeah.
I That is actually kind of one of my goals in the next. I don't know when it'll happen, in the next year, maybe. Maybe it will some, or maybe it'll be a couple years before I do it more. But I kind of have in my mind a trip planned to stop and see some of these different guys that we've been talking with. I've asked a few of them already, "Hey, would you be interested in me stopping in and showing your shop off, and talking a little bit?" So I might do a monument shop tour sometime, and maybe it'll be 5, 6 videos, get 5, 6 different shops. That would be really fun, and you get to sit down with some of those guys and just see their operation a little bit. So that is one of my goals for the
It's a good thing.
channel
Yeah.
moving forward. It's content that I plan to make if I can find time and make it happen at some time here.
Yeah, I've got one definitely in mind that I'm hoping to do this winter, and that is Hiram's Memorials that we purchased our our automatic blaster from. They they just were above and beyond as far as helpful. And
Yep.
I would call and talk to Curt Hirons many times. And
Curt and Curt.
Curt and Curt, yeah, this is Curt calling for Curt. And but yeah, he was just always had time to field my questions and give me good answers. And when you can get on the phone with somebody who is uh, is patient and kind, that just it makes such a difference in business. And it's not always that way. I'm sure you've all experienced that. And so I really appreciated that. So I'm hoping to stop in there this winter and maybe do a little filming and talk to them and be good.
Yeah. Well, we've rambled on for quite some time here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed just hearing us sit and chat a little bit. We certainly have enjoyed the channel and the interaction with all you. We want to say Merry Christmas. As a business that is a monument business, sometimes it feels funny to say Merry Christmas or those things because we understand and we work with people. I actually had family friends of ours came in the other day, and the gentleman is got cancer, and the prognosis is not good. And so they came in to get their stuff taken care of, and a couple weeks before Christmas, and of course that one hit close to home for me. And so I just want to say. We know it's possible if you're looking up monument content and you've stumbled across us right now at Christmas time. We know it might be a hard thing for you, and Merry Christmas can sound hollow, but we do mean it genuinely, and we do care about people. And I try and be sensitive with how we handle our content. This is our everyday life, so I don't know if that comes across in every moment in the stuff, but it is on my mind. And boy, we really do care about the families and the people that come that are hurting, and that's part of what I enjoy about this. I'm a compassionate guy, and so sometimes it's hard to work with those families because it gets me. But I feel honored, and I feel happy that I'm the guy that can help in those situations. They have needs and things that need to be taken care of, and I feel glad that I know that I can do it and that I really do care. And so I take some comfort in that. But if you're struggling this Christmas season, and it's a tough time for you, we just want to say, Jesus, be with them, bless them, and we do care. So we hope you have a good Christmas, and we will see you guys next time.